Okay, Alpha Square, a little bit of wind. I'm all excited here. I'm gonna learn something. Imagine me learning something. Stay tuned. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
And what's your name?
My name is Deborah Tudor.
Debbie?
No, Deborah or Deb.
Deborah, Deb. See, I don't even know your first name. This is gonna be good. Debbie. I know your future husband, but anyway, never mind that. And we start having a chat. Imagine me talking, started by hi Charles, and then the rest we got to some deep shit here. So you are a epileptic.
I am.
And I knew I took epileptic seizure when I was a kid, and I took a big one 2 weeks ago. I was in the hospital for 3 days, broken nose, broken 2 black eyes, still sore. And I'm on medication. What's it called?
Dilaudid.
Thank you. And 2 pills, 100 milligram, 2 in the morning and 2 at night. I'm on social assistant. I don't know how much it would cost if I wasn't on social assistant, but you're not on social assistant. You're working per company, and you have a drug plan. Now explain your situation.
Well, I've been epileptic for, let's see, been 2000 I think, that I was diagnosed with epilepsy. And so, 15 years or so, I've been taking a drug called lamotrigine, brand name's Lamictal, that controls the seizures. It's
and
great.
if you miss a dose?
If I miss a dose, I may have a seizure. I could miss 1 dose, I could miss 3, and I might not. I could miss 1 dose and have a seizure. So I'm on the highest dose that you can take, which is 500 a day, milligrams or whatever it is. And so I take 2 pills in the morning, 1 at noon and 2 at night. And those pills, for 3 months of that, cost me, with my drug plan, removing 30%, $616 and something cents for 3 months.
$600, over $600 you have to pay, and you have a private drug plan. This is not like the States here.
I have the highest drug plan that you can get at my company. The drug plan's it's not like exclusively to my company, it's actually Manulife. And I have the highest drug plan that you can get. My company's great. It's the insurance plan that's used to cover 100% of my medication. Then they paid a bit more close attention and realized I had to have prescription of the name brand drug instead of the generic.
What's the name of the brand?
Lamictal.
I'll forget that in 2 seconds.
But you have it recorded, so you'll remember it that way.
So
I need to take Lamictal. I know this because when I was in high school, they changed the brand to the generic automatically through Blue Cross. They do that. So I thought, what the heck? I'll try it. It's the same drug, right? 2 doses of that, had a seizure. So put me back on the name brand. Fine. But because I have the name brand, they no longer cover name brand prescription. They only cover up to the cost of the generic. To make things interesting even further, New Brunswick used to have a law saying that, or regulation, generic drugs were only allowed to charge up to 40% of the value of the name brand drugs. That's great for people who don't have an insurance plan like mine, because they've changed it now from 40% to 30%. Wonderful. People who don't have as much of an income and don't have a social assistance program to help them now end up paying only 30% of the name brand cost. However, since my drug program only covers up to 30%, instead of 40% now, I need to pay more than I did before.
So your drug plan,
Even though I require the name brand. They won't accept a doctor's note, nothing.
Nothing.
Only generics. I actually went to see, I talked to an ombudsman about it when they changed it to they wouldn't cover the name brand. And I talked to our MLA about it.
Who's your MLA?
I can't remember his name.
No, that's good. I mean, Brian McDonald, it has to be, because he doesn't do anything anyway.
Well, see, no, he was really nice about it, and he wrote a letter and whatnot, but he can't do anything about it. I just mean that, like, I went through the recourse that I have. My MLA and ombudsman.
If Ted Fleming, the Minister of Health, listens to this, well, I'll make sure he will, what do you got to tell him?
That their plan to make drugs more affordable by putting it down to 30% instead of 40% is actually screwing over a lot of the population and helping the drug companies. Because I'm sure that Manulife is not the only drug company that will only pay up to the cost of the generic. So now all those drug companies only need to pay 30% of the name brand instead of 40%. And anyone who has a drug plan like mine has to pay more for name brand drugs. Then again, name brand drugs are a scam in the first place and whatnot, but I need them. Something's different in the filler or the quality or whatever.
Those lobbyists are pretty strong.
I don't know.
No, I mean the lobbyists of the drug companies.
Oh, well, yeah, well, they have all the money.
Yeah, exactly. To look at
and the insurance company.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The insurance company to say, well, we will not cover name brands, prescription drugs. We'll only cover generic drugs. I mean, excuse my language, but this is bullshit.
Yeah.